There's a million basketball players in this movie that I did not recognize and do not know who they are.
Alonso likes a sports movie. It's called Hustle, and it stars Adam Sandler. Please tell us about it, Alonso.
I fly home tomorrow.
Is that what you want to do?
Hey, you love this game.
I love this game. I live this game.
Look, this is the thing about me. I do have zero interest in sports in actual life, but I love sports movies. It's like all the best parts mooshed together. And it's usually like a very, sort of inspiring, underdog or, personal growth or whatever story. So Adam Sandler stars in this. This is a Happy Madison movie, but it's not that kind of Happy Madison movie. This is the best movie Alan Covert's name will probably ever be on, because they got Jeremiah Zagar, who directed We the Animals, to direct it. So Sandler plays a former basketball player who, after some personal difficulties, has been working as a scout for the Philadelphia 76ers. The magnanimous and sort of, worked his way up from nothing owner of the team is Robert Duvall, but he soon passes away and the throne goes to his shitty son, Ben Foster, being very Ben Foster. And Sandler finds an incredible find. He's not a pro player. Like, he just sees this guy playing street ball and is like, this guy is amazing. In Spain, he's played by Juancho Hernangomez, who plays for the Utah Jazz, and brings him back to the Sixers, even though Ben Foster and other folks in the team aren't really quite enthusiastic about him. Turns out he has like an arrest record in his past. There's things, but Sandler believes in him, and he devotes himself to coaching this guy and like turning him into a prime prospect for the NBA, despite what it is costing him emotionally and financially. And so it's this very sort of suspenseful thing of can Stanley, Sandler's character, like overcome their own stuff to like get to the place they need to be and get Bo into the NBA draft. There's a million basketball players in this movie that I did not recognize and do not know who they are. But I will say, Anthony Edwards is a great villain in this movie. He plays this other hot prospect for the NBA who is very good at getting into Bo's mind and like psyching him out and like making him lose focus. And he's great. I don't know who he is or who he plays for, but he's amazing. This whole movie is so good. Like, I don't know what was going on, but like there were 4 different times where I was almost crying, and
Wow.
over sports montages. Like I can't even delineate what exactly about this movie hit me in that place, but I was so into it.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad you mentioned the montages, because they are among the many extremely familiar sports movie tropes that Hustle finds a totally thrilling and innovative way into.
Yes.
This is like every underdog sports movie known to mankind, and it knows it, but Jeremiah Zagar brings that indie filmmaking instinct to the way it's shot, to the way it's edited. The training montages are edited so beautifully, so thrillingly, like really cool transitions with like the ball passing like from one place to another through things, and like there's a whole running up a hill montage.
They could have used the Kate Bush song, but
they could have. I'm wondering, and if any of you guys are from Philly, please let me know. This hill, which is essentially like a character in this movie, that Bo has to run up and go faster and faster each time. Is this the same hill that Michael B. Jordan goes up in Creed?
Oh,
I wonder. I asked
and then it's
friend,
also got even more stairs at the top, right?
And then it's got stairs, right? And so you know what's going to happen by the end after doing it over and over again. But like, it is so exciting to finally see it happening. Juancho Hernangomez has a great presence about him and brings the authenticity of being able to actually play basketball. But he's a little stiff, and that's actually a good thing, because I think it makes sense that he would be kind of a fish out of water. He's this working class guy. He comes from nothing. He's all like brute instinct. And so to them be thrust into the flash bulbs and the attention and the shit talk that he has to deal with. And there's a really funny repeating sequence where Adam Sandler learns to like insult him in Spanish to try to like throw him off of his game. Like, their friendship is really sweet at its core and really funny and tender. I liked his relationship with Queen Latifah as his wife. That was really funny and felt true. So I was thinking about this while I was watching it. I was thinking about like, Oh, Alonso's not going to know why it matters that Kenny Smith is not in the scene with Shaq and Barkley. So here's the deal. Kenny Smith, who plays the agent, was a basketball player, is one of the guys on the NBA on TNT.
Oh, okay. So he can't.
With Shaq and Ernie and Charles Barkley. So usually there are 4 of them on set, but he can't be there because he's also playing the agent. He's really good in it. But everybody in this is like a former player, like Mark Jackson's in this. Dr. J is hugely important.
I knew that one.
Thank you. Is he the one guy you recognize? He's like super famous.
Almost, yeah.
Allen Iverson, also a Philadelphia legend. It's a whole lot of inside basketball
in this movie. So good for, literally, you're right. I want to shout out Tom Costain and Brian M. Robinson are the editors, and it's because when I was thinking about why I liked Zagar's previous film so much, there's this kind of lyricism to it where like it is this very sort of gritty indie kind of like, you know, impoverished family story, but at the same, but he gives everything this sort of luster and this glow, and he does that to those early morning running shots and the pickup games and all of that stuff, you know. And again, cinematographer here is Zach Mulligan. I just loved looking at this movie. I gave a shit about these characters. This is Sandler trying, which I love. Like I am such a fan of his when he makes the effort, when he does an Uncut Gems or a Meyerowitz Stories or something like that. And so like I want more of these and less of, you know, the bullshit movies from him. But I'll take it. I'll deal with the bullshit movies if every so often we get something this good. He's reaching out to people like the Safdies and Jeremiah Zagar and, you know, Anderson and whoever else, you know,
Noah Baumbach.
Noah Baumbach. Thank you. Yeah. So it's like, okay, yes, put yourself in the hands of these people who are going to challenge you and bring out all this stuff that you have that we so rarely get to see.
Yeah. Heidi Gardner is good in just a couple of scenes as the daughter of the team owner. A lot of really like lovely little grace notes and small supporting roles here and there. You would think that there would be no room for surprises in such a familiar genre as like the underdog sports drama, but they kept finding him. So I was kind of blown away. What is your giant number, Alonso?
I'm giving this a 9.5. Like they are not reinventing the sports movie wheel, but they're doing it really well. And like, there's no genre, there's no trope, there's nothing that's off limits if you can't find a way to make it fresh and exciting. And that's what they do here.
Totally. I'm saying 9. So our number's a 9.3. Hustle is on Netflix starting on Wednesday. Go find it.